know. All right, but we will get started. I got our recording going. Let's look at our screen here and talk warm up just real quick. So 4 different things that we'll do here. A couch stretch, we should all be familiar with at this point. We'll do some tempo air squats, looking at 2 seconds on our up and down motions. No seconds of hold at top or bottom. So that's what that tempo means. We'll do a child's pose hold and then some slow bodybuilders, warming ourselves up for this killer workout that we've got, okay? So we'll walk through all of this together. First things first is this couch stretch. So if you've got something to utilize for this, we'll go ahead and find whatever that is. I'm gonna use this bench behind me. If you don't have anything, we can simply do a standing quadricep stretch like so, okay? Oh, let me get this clock going so we don't hold these longer than we need to. All right, so about 30 seconds on each side. As a reminder, this is a lunge position with my back knee getting as close to that prop as possible. Front knee finds this nice 90-degree lunge position. My chest is tall. My back leg, I want to squeeze that glute. That's going to send me into hip extension here. Should really be feeling this stretch all down that back leg, okay? If you need a prop to assist yourself to keep your chest tall, feel free to press on that. You can also use your front leg here. We'll hold for another like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch sides there. So same deal here, and fall into that other side. So I'll go to the 15-second mark if you're with me. Squeezing that back glute. Feel that nice stretch. Try to just ease into that. If it's too deep, guys, scoot your knee away, a little bit further away from that surface, and that'll take some of that pressure out. Holding for another 5 seconds. And excellent. Cool, we'll come out of that one. The next thing we'll do are the tempoed air squats. So with the 2020 tempo, the first and third number are our up and down motion. The second and fourth would be our holds at the top or bottom. So in this case, we're going 2 seconds down, immediately 2 seconds up. Okay, so join me here, and we'll just go for about 40 seconds or so. So down for 2, no hold, up for 2. Glute squeeze at the top, down for 2, up for 2, down 2. You get the idea at this point, and we're just feeling really good with this squat position, okay? Now that tempo timing of it all has taken some of our thought process away, but I want to bring you back to this form, keeping your chest tall, knees tracking over your toes, knees pressing away from each other, making space here for your abdomen to just drop straight down. Excellent. Trying to get our hip crease at or below our knee. These are the kind of air squats I'm going to be looking for in the workout as well. Cool, guys. Go ahead and shake out the legs just a tad. We'll make our way to the ground. We'll do our child's pose now. Let's separate the knees slightly so that our torso can drop to the ground here. And with this extended version, we're just reaching out as far away from our body as we can, just out here in front. And I want you to relax your head down to the ground. I want you to think about pressing your armpits into the ground, okay? As we're holding this, let's focus on our right armpit. So I want us to turn slightly, try to press that right armpit a little bit deeper. Forget about the left for just a second. Press that right to the ground. Hold that. At the same time, try to keep your butt on your heels the best that you can. Now I want you to switch into the left armpit. Try to get that closer to the ground. Excellent. And back to both. One final press deep down into the ground. And good. Go ahead and come out of that. We'll find the standing position again. We'll walk through some slow bodybuilders, okay? We'll go for about 45 seconds on this one. So by slow, I mean hands planted to the ground. We are literally stepping back to a plank, stepping back to our hands, and standing at the top, okay? No jumps or anything. Really just taking this nice and slow. Maybe you're looking for a little bit of a hamstring stretch here, trying to keep straight legs as you touch that ground. Not required though. It's an extra little bit you can get. Thinking of nice, steady breathing through these bodybuilders. You're thinking about the core, staying nice and firm. Good. We're about to repeat all of these movements once more. On our next set of bodybuilders, we'll feel free to pick up the pace just slightly. Good, guys. We'll call that it. Let's find that couch stretch once more. Start with the opposite side than you did the first time. Good. We'll hold this one till 45 seconds on the clock. See, now that your body's been moving, if you can get a little bit deeper of a stretch on this round. Yeah, and just like Dee Dee's got going and Viha, standing quad stretch is a fine option here. If you're standing, I want you to really squeeze that leg that you're holding back behind you too, and emphasize the deepness of that. Good. We'll go ahead and switch sides. All right, taking this to the 25-second mark on the clock. Don't forget to squeeze that back glute if you're on the ground in the actual couch stretch. Again, if you're standing, just squeeze that back leg tight as you can. Feel what that muscle's doing. Feel that hip opening. Got 10 more seconds here. Some controlled breathing going on. Nice, guys. We'll come out of that. Next, we've got our air squat. So we'll take this right at the 30-second mark. Excellent. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. Good. Excellent control of your form, guys. We're looking really good. Good. We'll go about 10 more seconds. Get a couple more in. One last one. Cool. All right, meet me on the ground for that next child's pose. Knees apart, chest falls to the ground. Relax your forehead on the ground if you would like. We're reaching out in front of us as far as we can. So we'll hold this center position here for a few more seconds. What I want you to do now is I want you to walk over to your left side. So one step at a time with your hands. Walk over to your left. Okay, so we're still in this child's pose, but now we're elongating our side body, okay? So I should be feeling this stretch on my right side now. And if get that a little bit deeper, I can smack my right hand on top of my left. Find that deepest version possible I can. Feeling this all the way from our lat, okay, armpit, under the armpit area, all the way down to that hip. Now let's walk over to the center, pit stop in the center, and then keep on moving over to the right, and we'll do the same thing. Plant that left hand now right on top of your right hand. Find that deepest stretch possible that we can in this side body hold. Good. We'll walk back to center. and come back up, find your feet. Last round of bodybuilders here. So we'll jump or step back. Maybe you're feeling the jump, maybe you're still feeling the step back, but now we're gonna hop at the top. Still showing some nice controlled motion with each one. Maybe a little bit of a reset after that hop at the top. Good. If we're hopping, we're making sure our feet get far enough to where we can find a full plank position. About 10 more seconds of this. Excellent, good. We'll go ahead and call that the warm-up. Should be feeling pretty good at this point. Grab some water if you need it. I know we got the heart rate up a little bit during that. And we'll view the screen here for workout. All right, so pretty simple in terms of the general idea here, okay? So we've got this 21-15-9 rep scheme at the top. Then at the bottom, we're either in a 15-12-9 or a 12-9-6, okay? So essentially 2 sections of a workout. So at the beginning of this, the clock starts, gonna do 21 bodybuilders, immediately going into 42 air squats, or 21 air squats depending on your level, okay? If you're orange or above, you are doing twice as many reps as listed, okay? So that would be, that's what the 42, 30, 18 is in parentheses. After that, I would do 15 bodybuilders, either 15 or 30 air squats, followed by 9 bodybuilders and 9 or 18 air squats. Let's say that takes me 5 minutes exactly to finish. I now rest for half of that work time. So if it took me 5 minutes for that first little bit, I'm gonna wait 2.5 minutes of rest, and then I'm gonna start on the second section. Okay, so your built-in rest is half of the time that you worked on that first section. If it takes you 8 minutes to do all of that, how long are you resting? 4 minutes.
4.
Okay. But keep in mind that the idea here is to go as fast-paced as you can through the work. So I want you hitting these bodybuilders and air squats fast with great quality, but fast because you've got the built-in rest. Okay. If you approach this a little more leisurely, that rest is going to feel like it's too long. Okay. So right out of the gate, going fast through the bodybuilders air squats. Then we hit our rest. Following that, we have now turned into potentially burpees if you're blue and above, or maybe you're still in bodybuilders. And now we've added in a goblet squat. Okay. A little bit challenging now because you're adding weight rather than doing just the air squats, and your rep scheme is a little bit less. Okay. Does this idea make sense for everybody? I want you to look now at your rep scheme. Let's remember what this is. If you need a notepad to write this down, please do it, because we may be different, right? I can't really shout out what rep scheme we're on because we might be in different places, okay? So I really want you guys remembering that. All right. I should not have to talk really about the bodybuilders and burpees. Just a reminder that bodybuilder does not have that chest to ground, right? It's exactly what we did in the warm-up. I would prefer that you jump the feet back rather than step back. And I do want you to give me a hop at the top of each rep. Okay, so bodybuilder, hands to the ground, jump back to your hands, and then pop up to the top. That's 1 rep, okay? On the second workout, if you're burpees, you're adding in that chest to ground. Keep the elbows tucked into the side for that push-up part, okay? Air squats we did in the warm-up as well. Although we were tempo there, we're not tempo anymore because we're trying to go quickly. I still want to see the good depth in this, okay? Getting your hip crease at or below knee level if you can, okay? Maximize that glute squeeze at the top of every rep. That's going to give you that little second of hip opening action at the top. Really going to be good for you. Okay, your goblet squat. Just a reminder that that goblet piece means that you are holding some form of weight. Now I know we have dumbbells, kettlebells, maybe a plate, whatever that may be. I'm just holding that right here on my chest and squatting just like so, okay? So elbows at the bottom are kind of falling in between your knees, okay? Be cautious of your chest with this weight. Make sure when I'm at the bottom, my chest is still tall. I'm not letting that weight pull me forward. Does anybody have any questions about any of these movements or the general overview of the workout? We feel pretty good. Keep in mind that you need to be aware of the clock. So you're either watching my clock or you're watching your own clock, because although we're all going to start together, we're not going to finish this first segment together, right? So your rest time is going to be up to you. If you check it, you finish at 5 minutes, remember you're basically going to start again at 7.5 minutes, right? That would be 2.5 of your rest, and then you start that next round at the 7.5. Okay, make sure you're watching this. Don't overdo the rest. We good? Everybody ready? All right. Music is cranking. Grab your last bit of water if you need it. Clock will have a 10-second countdown and we'll get going. Bodybuilders and air squats are first.
I can't see the clock.
Can't see the clock.
That's worse.
Try to give me a high five whenever you're done, and I'll let you know what the time says.
So like you're
Okay,
looking at cover up the clock is what? Like the name on the
Say
screen.
that again.
The name on the screen's covering up where the clock is. So if you just like give it, there you go. There you go.
Hey, thank you. Was not aware of that. Okay, now we should be good. All right, guys, here we go. Now, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good, guys. Remember that bodybuilders and burpees take a lot of energy. It's a full body movement, right? Control that breath from the beginning, and know that after this first bit of workout, you've got that rest coming up, okay? Maximize your time here. Looking good. Make sure you're jumping back far enough to find that good plank position. Don't leave the hips hanging in the air. Keep it going, guys. Come on. Yeah, going right into those air squats. Good depth with every single one. That's it, Nico. Yeah. Nice squat. Excellent, Dee. Good, Viha. Yeah, Kelly. Kelly, can you find a little bit wider, but stance between your feet? Yeah. Like that a lot better. Good, guys. Stay steady. You got it. Think about that rep scheme that you're on. Here we are at our 2-minute mark. Please say it ain't true. I had to go and cop 2. Hell no, we can't fit in that. Wild ones, like we fresh out the cage. Showtime, baby. Fresh off the stage. Bad little mama, fresh off the page. Front like you love, but you know that. Good. Keep it up, guys. Come on. I know it's a lot on this first round. Remember that reps decrease as we go, as we move forward. You got it. Say you're different. Who you kidding? Yeah, you know no better. Ooh, say that talk for the ones who don't know no better. Nice job. Baby, I don't know better. Baby, I know you better. Baby, I know you better. A little bit deeper, Viha. Nice work, everybody. That's it, yeah. The squats are challenging, doing twice as many. Gotta keep strong. You got it. Showtime, baby, fresh off the stage, bad little mama, fresh off the page. Feel like you love, but you know that you hate. Yeah, you know no better. Good guys, control that breath. You got it.
Ooh, yeah, you know no better. Say you're different, who you kidding? Yeah, you know no better. Ooh, say that talk for the ones who don't know no better. Cause baby, I know you better. Baby, I know no better. Baby, I know you better.
Excellent. Keep pushing. Come on. You got it. Let's go.
Baby, I know you better. Baby, I know you better.
Working as hard as we can for that programmed rest time. You got it. Come on. Ice cream gave her chills. Too much cash, pay the bills. I make a ride Mercedes. I can afford the latest. Nice CD. Just pull up, we pop out, we raise. You know no better. Stack my bread up. Don't get fed up. Ain't gonna let up. Good guys, come on. But I'ma do better. It's not my race. Get out my face. Get out. Drop my case. Drop it. Which way? That way.
Yeah, you know no better.
Good. Really try to push yourself toward the end of this. If we don't completely maximize the pacing of this workout as here at the beginning, our rest will feel too easy. You got it. Come on. Yeah, Dee Dee, that's it. Nice, Kelly. Come on, get back to it. There you go. Yeah.
Got this.
Okay, Viha, keep it going. Awesome depth, Nico. Looking good. Come on. Woo-hoo. Five and a half minutes in. Let's go. Come on. Nice, guys. I think most of us are on our last round of this first workout here. Good job. Knock them out fast. Let's go. To the end. Come on. Got it, guys. Done, Dee Dee? Awesome work. Done, Viha?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's like 6.5. Dee Dee, I think you're about 6:15, 6:20-ish. Good. Come on, Nico. Good, Kelly? Heck yeah. Awesome, Nico. 6:50. Good. So, guys, we're pretty much between like 3.5 minutes of rest right here, okay? So coming up on that 9-minute mark, I want you guys to all start getting in the zone for what's coming up next, okay? So maybe you're still in bodybuilders. Maybe you're advancing to burpees now. We should all be adding in some form of weight for the goblet squat. Okay. As we're resting here, I will share the screen just once more. Take a look at that rep scheme, just in case you need it again. Looking good. Utilize this rep wisely. Taking some nice deep breaths, trying to control that heart rate, recoup the body. We're at our 8-minute mark here. I'm gonna take this shared screen off. Temporary delay in music. It's coming, I promise. Awesome work, everybody. All right, thinking about how you're feeling. We're about 8.5 minutes in. Good. We are ready to attack this second half just as fast as we attacked the first half, okay? Less reps overall. Still gonna be a burn. We're adding in weight. We're adding in more of a move with the chest to ground burpees. Hold strong, push yourselves. You got it.
When I'm high in the shade and I'm feeling away, baby, hello.
Should all be getting pretty close here. Here's our 9-minute mark.
Gotta fight for the love with a rush and I don't wanna let go. So don't let me go.
Think about your pacing from the first. Did you start maybe a little too fast? Did you reach a point of fatigue too early? Maybe you want to start off a little bit more of a moderate pace. Completely up to you. By the end of this, though, I want to think and sprint to the end. Okay, just like a race. You see that finish line? We're getting close. We're taking off. You got it, guys. Here's 9.5 minutes. We're all going.
You're not alright, I'm not alright. You're not alright, I'm not alright. I like to drink and smoke, take away the pain.
Excellent, guys. Keeping that great form with the squat. Even though we've added that extra piece of the weight, right? Everything the same. You got it. Come on.
You and I don't belong in a place like this, baby.
Control that breath. We're doing great, everybody.
We don't need to believe everything they think when it's all so. Headed down that road and you don't gotta go down so low. No, don't let me go.
Awesome, Kelly. Yeah.
Patience, conversation, driving you up the wall. I'm imperfect, you're a goddess, no sarcasm at all.
Give me another inch at the bottom there.
Don't know what
Tad deeper.
No point in keeping score.
Good.
You like to drink and to smoke, to take.
When we're in the bottom of that squat, think about your heels. Heels should be on the ground. Sometimes our flexibility brings us up into our toes. Think of your full foot staying on the ground that entire squat. You got it. Excellent work, guys. Remember your rep scheme. We're either 12 or 15. Goblet squats may be twice as many as that rep scheme. So you might be doing 30. You might be doing 24. Keep it up, guys. Come on. Looking good. Keep it up. Awesome. We're coming up on 12 minutes here. Nice, guys. Keep the quality. I know it's about speed, but we got to make sure our form's still good. Can't be cutting corners on this.
Work it, make it, do it, make sense.
Looking good, guys. Come on.
Harder, better,
Thinking about that third Coming up here. Remember, trying to fly through that last one once we get to it. Doing great. Our pacing looks fantastic so far. Got an endless amount of rest coming up after this, okay? So let's work.
Faster, stronger.
Excellent, guys. Only resting enough to where we can give some good quality once we attack it again. Don't overdo the rest though, trying to go fast. Nice, Nico, that's it, yeah. Nice, guys, final push to the end, let's go. Woohoo! Keep it up, guys. Finish strong. You got it. You're almost there. Nico and Kelly, thumbs up. We're done. Awesome. Woohoo! Let's go, Via. Let's go, Dee. You got this. $15-minute mark. Finish strong. Good, Via?
Yeah.
Excellent work, girl. Come on, Dee, let's get it.
Come on, let's go, Dee.
Nice squat. Woo. Heck yeah. Awesome. Ooh, we finished right with that song, too. Perfect timing. Good work, guys. I know that's a lot as far as reps there, so should have definitely felt a good burn through that. Love the pacing that we took. Hopefully the built-in rest was enough for you. Kind of a unique structure in that we rested half the time we worked. So hopefully that felt good for you. Last thing I wanted to touch on was our piece of accessory work for today. Let me get out of this. Here we go. So, single arm pressing and stability. So if you are interested in accessory work, we're looking to just go for about 10 minutes. Okay, do that now if you're feeling like it. Maybe you bring this in later. Looking for some single arm pressing, about 10 to 15 reps at a time. Then a waiter's hold on that same side, and then we flop and do the other side. I would say maybe start with the less dominant side to give your neurological piece a little check there. So just 10-minute clock, seeing how many times you can get through that, just in case you are doing this and you are worried about what these movements are. I'll just demo real quick. A single arm press using whatever my weight is in one arm at a time, and just looking for a nice controlled strict press here, okay? The only thing moving is my arm, okay? This is my upper body here. Push would be adding in that little dip, so I don't want to see a dip there. If you start to fatigue here, you just call it at whatever that rep is, okay? Don't try to push more and we start getting some wonky form going on, okay? Finally, the waiter's hold. So on that last press, you can either rest on your shoulder for a second, or on that last press at the top, that can be your hold, okay? This is all a waiter's hold is. If you want to walk around, fine. If you just want to hold that for the 20 seconds, that's cool too, okay? You're just acting like a waiter. Maybe you are a waiter and you want to practice Well, I guess restaurants aren't open right now, but I don't know. Maybe you got a tray and you want to balance some water, add in a little bit of extra skill work. That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry about that. All right, guys. Awesome. I will be here for any questions that you have. High five to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Thanks for working out, guys.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.